Hi guys. Sorry I'm slightly late. I'm just on the phone to my accountant. Hello? Who's here? I had to take the call because I can't get hold of him. Hi guys. Oh, lots of people here already. 28 people sitting here waiting. Hi, Her Royal Heatherness. That's a great name. Hi, Nera. Hi, Peasy. Hi, Severina. Hi, Julie. Hi, Kerry. Hi, guys. Oh, I've got questions already. Should I start answering the questions? Hi, Loz. Believe that I accidentally manifested my SP over a year ago, but recently accidentally pushed him away. I'm watching you and working on my affirmations to bring my dream hunk back. And stop saying he's your dream hunk. That's making him sound like he's on a fucking pedestal, darling. You're his dream woman. Stop thinking he's a dream hunk, please. You're her royal heatherness, aren't you? So that's the first thing I would change. Secondly, you've got to figure out, backtrack and think, what was I thinking that caused the breakup? What were the shitty thoughts I was having? What were the insecure thoughts I was having that maybe caused this? And own that and be like, oh, yeah, I was thinking he was too hot and maybe I wasn't hot enough, or he was looking at other girls because he's so hot. He's such a hunk. What were you thinking? Okay, work on that. And that's to do with your self-concept. I don't feel beautiful enough. I think other girls' competition. He's amazing. I'm below him. I'm not enough. I'm not chosen. What were your thoughts? Then write affirmations that complete opposite of every single one of those thoughts. And see you and him back together, please. Hi, Loz. Happy birthday to your mum. Oh, thank you, darling. Hope she enjoyed her cake. We brought out this cake and had a big, what do you call it, sparkler in it. And I'm like, blow it out. And she's like, and I'm like, and then eventually I realized you can't really blow a sparkler out, so we just let it burn out. It's so funny. How is it that some psychics can predict what can happen in the future? Are they still reflecting our thinking even when talking to spirit? I don't know the answer to that. I think the spirits know what's happening. I think if they're mediums, they're psychic mediums, what the spirits are doing, they're quantum jumping to wherever. They're seeing what's going to happen. And then they're telling the psychic medium what's going to happen. Or we literally hear it from the psychic and then we manifest it in our reality because we heard it, and then we make it manifest because it was in our mind that the psychic told us this, and because the psychic told us, we make it manifest later on. I don't know the answer to that. I really don't. Hello, Loz. I want some affirmations. He is new SP, but I already know him since college days. We're in the same town. Oh, wonderful, darling. Well, that's great. So imagine he knows there's no girl like you. He's always had a crush on me. He's always thought about me fondly. He always remembers things about me. Like, think about him as a guy who always had the hots for you. You just didn't realize, and now you've realized it. Even if that's not the story he's told you, imagine that's true. That's a great story to hold about it. Okay. And then say he can't stop thinking about me. He's mesmerized by me. He's captivated by me. He's making me his girlfriend. Okay. So, and then work on your self-concept stuff, whatever your self-concept issues are, of not being chosen enough, not having, having trust issues, whatever, and work on those. So go and watch my Manifest Your Specific Person series if you haven't watched it, to work out what those are. Okay, but really focus on you and him together and see that as a great advantage, that he knows me so well. We know each other. We've got great stuff, so much in common. So things like that would be true. My SP is leaving for vacation in a month, but, oh God, this just jumped. I hate it when it jumps like that. Hi, all the people who just joined. Hi, 69 people. My SP is leaving for vacation in a month, but I'm giving good meaning and affirm that he'll be crazy in love with me returning back, right? Yeah, absolutely, guys. Don't even think for a second that the vacation's a problem. And I have abandoned issues from childhood. Which affirmation is better to do? Well, if you are worried about the vacation for a month and you've got abandonment issues, you're literally going to worry about him abandoning you or meeting someone else whilst on the holiday, right? I remember I did that once. I went back to Australia for a month when I was seeing a guy in England, and I freaked out for a lot of the time that, oh, he's going to miss me, he's going to meet someone else. And when I got back, our relationship fell apart, and it was fine before I left. But I had these terrible thoughts while I was away for a month that it wasn't going to help our relationship, and our relationship had only just started, and la, 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 and it all unraveled. So don't do that. Just be like, he misses me, he craves me, he misses me when he's gone. Every day that he's away from me, he can't stand it. The absence makes his heart grow fonder. He knows he needs me. When he comes back, he knows he needs me even more than ever because he missed me so fucking much. Every girl he met just reminded him of me, that they're not me. All those things, darling, okay? Hi, Subin. Hi, Nadine. Hi, Rena. Hey, it's 1 a.m. where I am. Love your lives. Oh, thank you, darling. You do know that there's a 9 p.m. EST American time one tomorrow, my time, which is nighttime US time, just in case you're staying up. There's a second one. The link's in the playlist, guys. Hi, Airy Princess. Hi, Amy. Hi, Queen Bee. Part 1. SP and I ended over a year ago, been on-off contact whole time, and he just came back after 3 months, no contact. Just had a baby he just had a baby with third party I created due to low self-concept during separation and being long distance. Oh, okay, don't worry about that, darling. Part 2. He said he's trying with her for the sake of the baby, though I know he still wants me. It's a great reflection that I still need to work on self-concept. Okay, so if he's trying with her for the baby, you know full well that in your mind you've just got to tell yourself, no, he loves me. It's me he wants. He's just being a good guy for now, and he'll be back. He's back with me because he loves me. He's back because he loves me. I'm his girl. I'm the only one he wants. He needs me. I'm the chosen one. I'm the chosen one because I'm chosen and enough and mesmerizing and unique. And there's no girl in the whole world like me. Things like that. Like, tie your self-concept stuff up with why he'd choose you over her. Wonderful. Don't worry about that baby. It's baby mamas all over the world with guys who don't want anything to do with them. Hi, Creative Chick. Hi, Throwback. Hi, Joe. Hi, Keels. Hi, Deep Pond. I have neglect issues from childhood. What affirmations are best for self-concept? All right, Susan. So things like, I get all the love I crave. I get all the attention I need. I remember when I used to feel alone. I remember when I used to feel neglected. I don't feel like that anymore. You can use things like that, like revising it, but that might trigger you if you say, bring up the thing you used to feel. So maybe don't use that if it triggers you. Things like, I get so much attention. People always shower me with love and affection. People always make time for me. They're always there for me. They're always around me. I'm everyone's favorite person. I know now no one's ever going to hurt me. I know now they're never going to leave. Things like that. Also, been feeling like third party has gone. Great. Don't think / talk about her. Saw her out on Saturday all over other guys. Well, movement, right? Absolutely. All over other guys. Well, fuck. She's out of there. See you, bitch. Wonderful, darling. You did that. Hi, Charlotte. Loz, I need serious help. I manifested my SP back and my self-concept has been good. Then our close friend came out as a secret past third party and our friend group hates my SP now. I have no idea how to fix this. And our friend group hates my SP now. Why would your friend group hate your SP? Oh, because he hooked up with your friend. Well, shouldn't they hate your friend? Right, girls, some loyalty with girls. It should be your friend you're banishing from the group. Wasn't she your fucking friend? That's the one everyone should be angry at. If he wasn't with you and he hooked up with a girl in your friend group, it's also the friend that's at fault here. So just imagine your friend group realize that and it's her that they start hating and not your SP, and they support you in your SP and you think your friend was a right slut or something. Okay? Just imagine differently that they think about your SP differently and think about her differently if that's what you want. And just imagine they all get along with him and they all get along so well and everyone's forgiven and forgotten the whole thing. Hi, Loz. What causes no motivation? Underlying issues. Can't pinpoint what's causing no motivation for anything. Thanks. It's called I don't believe in myself, because when I was a kid, I was probably criticised or had strict parents or made to feel like I couldn't do anything or made to feel I was always going to fail, or made to feel like I had to succeed at all costs. And so it was so hard for me to ever do anything that I just got catatonic and never did anything because I was always worried I'd do it wrong. So you're worried you're going to do it wrong, or you are constantly put down or constantly not encouraged, and therefore you just think, what's the point? You've got no motivation because you don't believe in you. Either you're scared of failing or you might even be scared of success. So you're going to say, I believe in me. I know I'm enough. Work on the I am enough stuff. Hi, Loz. Happy birthday to your mum. Oh, thank you, darling. I reacted to 3D again because I was weak. We fought, but he said he isn't leaving and then he won't hate me forever. I am scripting and ignoring everything after I had a good cry today. I reacted to 3D because I was weak. We fought, but he said he isn't leaving and then he won't hate me ever. Oh, he won't hate you ever. Great. Well, that's fine, darling. So you had a fight. But just give it all good meaning. He said he isn't leaving and he won't hate you. So you had a little fight in the 3D. Just imagine it's forgiven and forgotten. He loves it when you get crazy. He loves it. And don't worry about it. I'm scripting, ignoring. That's wonderful. Have a good cry. Get it all out. That's great, darling. How do you deal with 3D in a poly relationship? He was alternating nights with third party. Oh, fuck me. How can I continue feeling my end when he is off to third party's house? Is that what you want, darling? Why are you in that situation? That doesn't sound ideal. So you want them to be just with you, or you're happy with that arrangement, eh? I bet you're not. I bet you're just saying that you are because you want them and you think that's the way to keep them. I can't imagine many girls who are okay with that. So when you watch those sister wives shows, and I always think, What is wrong with these girls' self-concept? So I'm asking you, what's wrong with your self-concept? I don't mean that to be harsh, but something going on there. Were you abused as a child or something? Were you passed around from family member to family member, or boys or something? Or you just made to feel not good enough? Or you totally neglected of love from your parents and you just take love from wherever you'll get it? Because I don't believe that that's a situation that you want. Be really honest with yourself, darling, because I don't know many people who are okay with that. So I just want you to imagine you say things like, I'm the chosen one. The only one he wants is me. I'm the only girl he wants. He can't imagine himself being with anyone but me. Everyone else disgusts him. He's repulsed by any female that isn't me. He only wants me. He's totally monogamous now. I remember when he never used to be. Now he only has eyes for me. And then work on your self-concept stuff that's causing that situation. Lows, worked on my self-concept, affirmed every day, blocked through 3D. Wonderful. 3 months no contact, tons of birds before landing, and now me and S are in contact and he initiates. Oh, Nadia, wonderful. 3 months no contact. Oh, and blocked. Oh, wonderful. Blocked out 3D. Wonderful, darling. Masterful. Keep going. Whatever you're doing, it's working. I lost my SP has girlfriend and he be posting things about her on his social media, going on dates with her. What did I do wrong? I've been affirming for him and working on self-concept. Guys, sometimes it's still the old 3D playing out. Sometimes when they've gone and found a girlfriend, you've been thinking for a really long time when you were together with him, God, I hope he doesn't meet someone else. I don't think he wants me. I think he's non-committal. I think he's still dreaming about his ex or whatever the fuck you were thinking. And now it's playing out right in front of your eyeballs. Or when you broke up, you're thinking, God, I hope he doesn't find someone else. And that's playing out. Got to understand, guys, this is really delayed. So assess yourself and think, was I thinking any of that shit? Now I think the complete opposite and just see you and him together and banish that bitch from your mind and go and do my banish the third party sleep tape, darling, please, and use the affirmations in that. Hi, beautiful laws. I want affirmations that the conversation between me and SP will be interesting and fun. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to say to him. I always know what to say. Our conversations are always so flirty and fun. He loves talking to me. He loves hearing the sound of my voice. Sometimes we just talk for hours. He just loves having combos with me so much. We have these deep and meaningful conversations and fun conversations. All kinds of conversations. He just loves talking to me. Our words just flow. We finish each other's sentences. I always know what to talk to him about. But also that's a feeling of, Dinah, you feeling not good enough and you're below him, you put him on a pedestal a little bit. If you don't know what to say, you kind of feel like, oh, is he going to judge me because I've run out of things to talk about? And also, don't be afraid to end the call earlier than you used to. Like, okay, I got to go now. So good talking to you. Okay, bye. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit on there forever. If you feel like you're running out of things to say, take your attention away from that feeling by hanging up and saying, it was so good talking to you. I've got to go now. I love our chats. Bye, whatever. So you don't feel that feeling when you get to that point in the conversation. You know when sometimes you talk to someone for so long, too long, and then it wanes? You're probably getting to that point. So don't feel bad about cutting the conversation a bit shorter, darling. Revise, Shayla. Yes, please revise. When something happens that I am affirming positively, I tell myself, see, affirmation is true, etc. Wonderful. That's great. Morning, Loz. Do you think you'll turn super chats on at some point? You've helped me so much. I'd love to give back. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Thank you, darling. Guys, my channel isn't even monetized yet, even though I got monetized in 7 days because I've got an old YouTube channel and I can't disconnect it and I won't link it up. But Star Moon, who's on here all the time, she's going to help me because she used to work at Google at AdSense. She's going to help me do it. That's why I can't do super chats, because I'm not getting any money from ads at the moment. I don't think there's even any ads on my channel. And today I went to my old channel and there were ads on there. I'm not getting any money from that one either. So they've deactivated my old account, but there's ads running on my videos. And then these ones are now. Yeah, I'll sort it out. Star Moon and I will sort it out, but thank you, darling. Hello, Loz. I listened to your videos. Hang on. Whoa. You know what I might do in the meantime, guys? I might put one of those buy me a cup of coffee links on my link tree or something before the courses come out if you guys really want to do that. You really want to. I always find that kind of weird when people do that, but I guess that's a way of like people giving back if they want to. God damn it. Where was I at? Hang on, guys. Sorry, it's really jumped. Eek. Are we getting 2 lives? Yeah, it's 2 lives a week, guys, on YouTube. 2 lives a week. Chloe, hello, Loz. I listen to your videos every day. It helps me a lot. Thank you. Oh, wonderful, Chloe. Okay, that's where I am. Since I work on my self-concept very hard, I stop crying and being fearful if he's going to contact me. Wonderful. I somehow have that strong belief that I know he will. Hopefully that's a good sign. I mean, he never met someone like me. Haha. Yes, wonderful. He's never met someone like you. Of course he's going to call you because he's never met someone like you. Of course he's going to call because you can put a of course in front of it and because I'm so this. Add your self-concept in with the reason why they're going to call or what they're going to do, guys. Absolutely. It's great. Hi, Loz. Love your channel on TikTok. Oh, thank you, Fairy0861. Me and SP were in no contact, which I was fine. I was working on myself, but yesterday blocked me and then ignored me when I asked, was everything okay? Please help. Oh, okay. So when you asked, then he blocked you. Look, guys, sometimes reaching out before you're kind of ready, before you're in the confident state will cause blocking because you've got a fear in your mind, which is why you contacted. So when you ask, is everything okay? The fearful thought in that is no, everything isn't okay, which is why you felt the need, the impetus, the gut impetus to initiate a conversation and ask, is everything okay? Because deep down you had a fear that it wasn't. So what he's now reflected by the blocking and ignoring you is your fear of things aren't okay. That's why I'm asking. So that's why, guys, when I say acting in the 3D, you've got to be uber confident about what you're doing if you're going to contact them, because if you have any fear, what you'll get is blocking or no response or ignoring or being left on red, because your fear was the reason you contacted them in the first place. And it's very obvious because that's what you said. Is everything okay? Why'd you ask that? Because you were fearing. So imagine you didn't do that. Go and revise. Imagine you never sent the text. Imagine you never blocked you. Go and revise it. Or if you can't do that, you can't imagine it, just imagine you love the message and he's going to be messaging you soon. But I'd revise the whole thing. Imagine you never fucking did it. My SP FaceTimed me 4 times last Wednesday after a month and a half of no contact late at night. Oh, I answered the last one and told him I'm sleeping and hung up. He hasn't reached out since. Self-concept out of whack. Well, you can say I'm sleeping if you rang you in the fucking middle of the night. That's fine, darling. I think you said this on a live the other day. That's absolutely fine. But now don't anticipate that that's a problem. Think he loves that I've got respect for myself, or she loves that I've got respect for myself and I didn't take a booty call in the middle of the fucking night or a drunk text or a drunk call. I expect a proper phone call in the middle of the goddamn day, please, or when I finish work. And they love that respectability about you and they're going to call again. Don't give it bad meaning what you did. That's not your self-concept out of whack, darling. That's fine. Keep working on your self-concept, but imagine, give it good meaning. Hi, Loz, can we be in the Sabbath and still not receive our manifestation? I don't grasp for my SP or need them or think about them much, and I don't care what he's doing, but we are still in no contact. I don't know, weird. It'll come eventually, darling. If you're really, truly in that knowing state that it's coming, it'll turn up, but you've got to understand the vision. It has its own appointed hour. It will ripen. It will flower. If it be long, wait, for it is sure, and it will not be late. You've got to understand, guys, that the vision you had, if you're really in the knowing state that it's coming, it has no choice but to manifest. It just might take some time, and you don't know when. So have some faith that it will be here. Hi, Stephanie. I'm new here. I've been trying to watch all your videos. How many affirmations do you recommend focusing on at a time? Do we work on self-concept and SP at the same time? I would do 80% of your time is yourself, self-concept affirmations, only 20% SP. So however you divvy out that in the day, just make sure you're more focusing on yourself and your own affirmations than the rest of the day. So some people say, oh, I only do SP affirmations in the morning and at night time, and the rest of the day it's all me, right? Things like that. Or I only do it at night before I go to bed, something like that. Like that's the 20%. So I would have 5 key self-concept affirmations that you know off by heart that are really core issues that you have, like abandonment, no one would dare leave me, or feeling not good enough, I'm more than enough, I'm perfection, there's nothing wrong with me, everyone loves me because I'm so lovable. Whatever your issues are, have some really core ones. And then you can rampage a heap more, like 20 more, 30 more, to build yourself up all day, and then have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 SP affirmations, and the key one that's like you're living in the end, like we are so happily married, or John and I, or he loves being my man, or we're so blissfully coupled up, or whatever's the key live in the end that you want is one of the key SP ones. That's what I would do. Hi, Lois. If there's a friend who isn't the best, who is friends with SP, should I affirm that they're no longer friends, etc., as well as working on my subconcept issues of being chosen in priority? Why do you think they're not the best kills? Do I completely ignore the situation like you will with a third party and work on subconcept? Hope you're doing well and happy birthday to your mum. Oh, thank you, darling. So if you see a friend as not good for them, do you feel it's a guy who's taken them out to bars to crack onto girls and is bad influence, or a guy who drinks a lot, or a girl who's a friend of his that you don't like because you find her a threat, or an ex-girlfriend? What's the problem there? So you've got a problem with that person based on you thinking your SP is going to be influenced by that person in a bad way. you've got to stop seeing your SP as a person who gets influence and stop seeing that other person as a bad influence. And either banish them completely from your mind like a third party and imagine they go away, or just stop thinking of them badly and start saying, they're so great for my SP to hang around with, they're a great person, or that girl's got no interest in him whatsoever. She's got her own boyfriend. She couldn't care less about my SP. If it's a girl you worry about. Okay. Hi, Miss Sue's Kitchen. A week after sleep, I don't know if I said that right. A week after last sleeping with my SP, a psychic told me she saw an angel baby in my auric field. I took it to mean eventually I'd have another child. Turned out I was already pregnant, due in 2 days. Holy shit. Really? How amazing. So she knew that. Oh, so you're talking about the psychic. So she knew you were pregnant, and then you found out you were. Wow. So I wonder if a spirit knew you were pregnant and you didn't know and told her, oh, I wonder. Or she saw it in your aura. Who knows? Or she was a masterful aura reader or something. But who knows? What's your subconscious mind saying to her? She's pregnant, by the way, just so you know. Oh, my God. Who knows how they, and you're pregnant, you're due in 2 days, darling. Oh, congratulations. It's going to go brilliantly. I can't stop getting triggered by SP. I need it to stop. I've never felt like this before, or at least never been aware of it before. Okay, so if you're getting triggered by them, guys, you've got to figure out what's the trigger. Why am I feeling triggered? What is he doing or she doing that's making me triggered? Oh, leaving me on red, ignoring me, not being affectionate enough, looking on their phone too much and ignoring me. What is it? And then you'll realize, oh, I feel ignored. Well, was I ignored a lot as a kid or not given enough attention, or my parents told me to shut up a lot? Well, that's where that's coming from. Is it being left on red? Well, I've got a fear he's going to leave me because my dad left me. And so every time he does that, I fear he's going to disappear. Then you've got to work on the self-concept that's causing that trigger, darling, okay? Do I completely ignore this? I saw the one. Hey, Loz, any suggestions or good meaning you can give? Because my SP hasn't messaged me. I don't know what happened. I just affirmed against my ugly assumption. He fell down a well, darling. He's fallen down a well and he can't get out, and someone's going to need to go and save him with a piece of rope, and he left his phone at the top of the well. It's run out of bats. Guys, I don't care what fucking story you make up. He's been hit by a truck. He's in traction in a hospital. He's been captured by aliens. He's fallen down a well. Like, seriously. Seriously. Make it up. Give it meaning. Stop fretting about it. Really. Whichever meaning would help you. Hi, a year ago, manifested a third party and a lot of crazy painful shit. Oh, no, Joey. I perfectly know I created all that, like the contact between them 2 weeks ago because I kept thinking, but still painful. It's a lot to revise. I was so good at stalking him. I know everything he told me. He had feelings for her. He never had for me. So painful. I want to be the special one. Any advice? Okay, so if you feel like you're not the special one and he likes her more than you, that's because you don't essentially feel special in yourself. Okay, when you don't feel chosen enough, guys, you'll take whatever story you hear about the third party and take it for gospel, or you'll even manifest them saying, I've never felt a love like the love I felt for my ex-wife or my ex or that girl that I was seeing when I was with you. Yeah, I liked her more. You'll literally manifest them saying horrible shit like that. And it's so, I know what that feels like, darling. It is like a dagger in your heart. You've got to understand that's your thoughts out of their mouth. He doesn't love me as much as he loved her. I'm sure he really liked her. I know he really liked her. I stalked her and that he looked so happy. And when I looked at his pictures, he looked happier with her than he did with me. And whatever meaning you were giving it, darling, when you were stalking, and the reason you were stalking was because you were so worried about it, and then it will just manifest out of his mouth. You've got to understand that you kind of caused that with the stalking and feeling like this girl was a real threat to you. And the more you saw her as a threat, the more she's literally become a threat. So there's no one like me. He knows there's no girl in the whole world like me. And then really work on your self-concept, because I'm unique, because God broke the mold when he made me. There's no one in the whole world like me. No one compares to me. I'm so special and beautiful and funny and kind and caring and loving, and whatever things would build you up to make you believe that he would choose you. And go and do my I am chosen and banish the third-party sleep tape. Alternate each night, darling, and do it for like a month at least. SP and I no contact for a month after breakup, but he owes me money. Can I contact him? I don't want him to feel bad too. Well, darling, if he owes you money, he knows to pay you back. Why do you need to contact him about it? That's just an excuse for you to contact him, I think. People don't forget they owe people money. They're not dumb. Why don't you just imagine you got the money back? Or imagine he uses it as an excuse to reach out to you. But if you really want to reach out to him, go ahead, but do it with confidence. I know a YouTuber that just gives that self-concept that doesn't target your core issues. I think that's the reason why nothing changed about myself. Also, she doesn't explain how important self-concept is. There's a lot of YouTubers that do that, guys. Honestly, there's so many people who come to me from manifestation coaches for my coaching, and either they went to a coach already who just focused on SP affirmations and told them they had to focus on the SP. Some people are scaring them and saying, if you don't say the SP affirmations all day, you'll lose them. They won't come back, and scaring the shit out of people. Or the self-concept was, I'm a queen, I'm treated like a queen, I'm the girl who has it all. It's like, what the fuck's that going to do? I'm very different than other coaches, guys. I know that none of that worked for me. Understand, I did all that. It didn't fucking work. I'm going like next level down to the core of the earth, digging, why didn't that work? Oh, that's right, because, oh, yeah, that's right, I got to the fiery core of the earth, which was my fucking shitty self-concept, which was the problem. The fiery core of the earth isn't there. The fucking world won't run. The earth will die. That's why your earth's dying. That's why the world you created is dying, because your core of the earth's all fucked up. Terrible analogy, but you know what I mean? Like, I had to dig and dig and dig and figure out why the fuck everything was fucking up for me, even when I was doing everything these bitches say. Not that they're bitches, but you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't help you. Well, unless you've got no self-concept issues, which I sincerely doubt if you've lost your SP. LOA days, I heard a coach saying online, if you want to attract someone, you have to be their type. Her example was, if you're overweight, you won't get someone who is health conscious. Is this true? Are you for real? Who is this dumb bitch? There is a girl on TikTok who is hugely overweight, and her husband is like a gym junkie, looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. She's famous. What's her name? Anyone know who this is? And people are constantly writing on there, how come you got him? What? And she goes, because he loves me, because I'm fucking amazing. What's your point? Have you not ever seen two people walking down the street and one's overweight and one's skinny and they look like Tweedledum and Tweedledee and they're fucking married? Who is this dumb bitch who said that? It's that girl's self-concept. She's got Lizzo's self-concept, thinking she's beautiful regardless of what she looks like, that the guy loves her regardless of what she looks like, and she'll get the hottest guys ever. Hi, lovely Laws. How are you? What do you think of repetitive dreams? Well, it might be trying to tell you something that you haven't got rid of an old story. It could be anything that your subconscious is trying to tell you, if it's repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating. It also could be a fear. Like, my brother used to have a fear about school when he had to go back to school before on the holidays. He used to have the same recurring dream because school was coming up. So it was just his fear made manifest in a dream all the time, and then school would start and would slowly go away, and then the next holiday he'd start having it again. So it could just be your fear. And it's just constant there in your dreams. So what's the dream about? Trying to analyze what that might be about. I want to be the special one. Yes, you're exactly right. Thank you. Okay, good, Serena. Hi, Lois. Hi, Bree. I don't know. I can't sleep anyway, so this was perfect. I see you tomorrow. Oh, darling, good. Why haven't SP come back yet after months of self-concept? I don't know, Ellie. Because you've got an old story about them, because it's delayed, because you're thinking too many shitty old thoughts about the situation, because you're thinking about the breakup, because you've got the old story you still playing out. Guys, most of the time, if they haven't come back yet, you're still resentful, or you're holding the fear that they're hurt by you, or they haven't forgiven you, or you're holding a real old story about your SP and you haven't got rid of it. Joey H. Decide you're the special one and stay on the state of being chosen and the special one. That's wonderful advice, Cherry. Also, coach jumping made me confused. If I was on the right track or if I'm doing things right, I reaffirm that I'm on the right track. Look, honestly, guys, the only people I'd watch on here who know what the fuck they're talking about are Sammy Ingram, Caleb at Pluto's Gate, although apparently he's got confusing lately, but he used to be really good. And Sammy's got a bit confusing, but I used to think Sammy was excellent. Everyone at Create Your Future, especially Arnie. I just love Arnie. I never miss an Arnie video. I just think she's the best coach there. And Kimberly's. Oh, and Manifesting with Kimberly on YouTube. Okay? They all speak the same stuff. Some people more self-concept than others. They're all law of assumption. Mine got skipped up top. Oh, no, Kerry, put it again. I crushed one guy in my class. How can I manifest him? Could you give me some advice? Just imagine you and them together. He's not my crush anymore. He's my boyfriend. He loves being my boyfriend. He loves hanging out with me every day at school, showing me off. Loz, I just posted my career success story, but the other day, you asked about the what? Loz, I just posted my career success story, but the other day you asked what the Quebec license plate was about. Basically, I was driving in LA and I had left work earlier that day. I saw a Quebec license plate on the back car in front of me. SP is from Quebec. Oh, wonderful, darling. And you were in LA and you saw a Quebec license plate. That's bloody weird. Amazing. Hi, Loz. Pierre from New York here. My SP lied to me about a third party he was dating and went off him tonight, telling him, oh, you went off at him, telling him I don't love or want him anymore. How can I change this? Make it so it never happened. I am angry at him, but I still love him and want him to come around and regret his actions while fighting for me. Thank you. Okay. So was he dating a third party when you were on a break? If that's the case, it's not your business. You're broken up, guys, or on a break, and they go and find a third party in the meantime. Not your business. Can't tell them off. If it's that he's with a third party now, and you were together and he went and dated a third party, well, you've got some real either I don't feel good enough, I'm not chosen issues going on, or severe trust issues. One of the two. And for you to say, I want him to fight for me. I remember thinking that once, and then I checked myself straight away and thought, the reason why you're saying that is because you don't feel chosen and you feel like he wants someone else, and you're thinking, why did he fight for her but not for me? I know about that past relationship and how hard it was for him, and why is he just giving up on us so quick? I want him to fight for me like he did for her. That must mean he wants her more than me and he doesn't love me. That was my thinking behind saying the words in my head, he's not fighting for me, why won't he fight for me? And the words almost came out my mouth to him when we split up, and I checked myself. And the reason was I realized why I was saying it, because I didn't feel chosen. That's why I was saying those words in my head, right? You've got to understand that that's all about you either not trusting him and imagining other girls' competition and that he will cheat, or you feel so not good enough that other girls' competition to you. Either way, it's about your self-concept. You've got to see him differently, forgive him for what he did. Instead of you expecting an apology from him, you've got to apologize to yourself for causing that. Go and watch my How to Manifest an Apology videos in my YouTube. Unfortunately, the sound's really loud, the music sound. I couldn't turn it down because it was on the original TikTok. Go and watch that, darling, and you'll understand how you caused it, and you shouldn't be expecting an apology, unfortunately. I mean, you can manifest one, but what's the point? You caused it. Aloha, Loz, Saturday Night Live. I was listening to everyone else's story and congratulating them, and then SP FaceTime and text me after a week of not hearing from him. Oh, Dakota, wonderful. Really? Been trying to manifest a new job, keep getting knocked back, but I won't give up. Stop saying keep getting knocked back. Stop saying that I love my new job. It was so easy for me to get. I kept getting knocked back for loans for my car. For every car I looked at, it was even like they were sold in an instant because of the C word over here and all people coming to Perth. And I just kept saying, I love my new car. It was so easy for me to get. So just keep saying, I love my new job. It's so easy for me to get no matter what knockbacks you're getting, ignore them. I got that car in a month. Cry when you answered my question about motivation. Oh, okay. Well, that hit a nerve then, darling. So I believe in me. Start saying that, darling. I can do whatever I put my mind to. Been trying to manifest. I saw the one. I have been manifesting my SP for a few weeks, and today another guy I haven't talked to in a year texted me, "Birds for that." Absolutely, darling. Talked to in a year. Hi, Lois. Please tell me how to not react to 3D long time. It's been 1 year of no contact. I'm working on my self-concept all the time, affirming, and time passes and nothing happens. Look, guys, I know when time passes, it's been a whole year, you're thinking, fuck me, this really isn't working. And the longer it goes, the worse you feel. I really understand that. Okay? I want you to really sit down for 20 minutes in complete silence and think, what do I think about him or her, your ex? What are my thoughts about them right now? Stream of consciousness, write it down. Why hasn't he come back? Where is he? Doesn't he love me? Maybe he's still angry. Maybe he hasn't forgiven me the way I acted. Maybe he thinks I'm a crazy bitch. Oh, no, he loves me, but maybe he doesn't love me enough. And you'll see there's a whole lot of negative thinking there. That's the old story. That's what you need to get rid of. And then I want you to cross out every single negative thing you thought and go, of course he loves me. Of course he'll be back. He isn't I'm crazy. And when I act cray-cray, he loves it. He loves my crazy. It makes him realize how much I love him. All the opposite, because that's the problem. And your self-concept. Donna, how do we stop nagging thoughts about 3P even though there isn't a 3P? My ego keeps getting in the way, but I know damn well there isn't a 3P. That's just a whole lot of you feeling not chosen, and you'll literally manifest one, unfortunately. You'll be like, who's that on his Facebook? She looks like his type. Next minute, they'll be going out, and you'll be like, fuck, I feel sick. I just did that. Darling, that's a whole lot of, I'm not the chosen one. Other women in competition, I'm not enough. Please go and do my I am chosen sleep tape, and I'm the priority sleep tape, really. Hey, Loz, do you think that affirming in the morning and night is enough? Thank you. Not if you're thinking like shit all day. No. Guys, your mental diet is what matters. So you can affirm in the morning, I'm loved and wanted, I'm chosen, I'm special, blah, blah, blah. And then all day you're thinking, that fucking asshole, why didn't he fight for me? Oh, I'm never going to forgive him. Why didn't he come and give me an apology? I expected an apology. He's hurt me, blah, 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 blah. Night time. I'm loved and wanted. He loves me so much. John loves me so much. Good night. 90% of the day. If you're thinking this shit, no. I want you to flip your thoughts and be on top of your thinking, your mental diet during the fucking day, guys. Please, that's more important. Is that too many SPs? What's this, Bobbit? Is what too many SPs? Write it again. I can't see it. I just want to affirm no woman loves my SP except me because they're disgusted by him. Well, that's you. No. You don't need to do that, darling. That's you thinking they're competition and that he's going to fall for someone else. You don't have to affirm things like that. That's you thinking other girls are a problem. You've got to just think he loves you, not other girls aren't going to love him. That's you thinking he doesn't love me and other girls are going to take him away from me. They're a threat in my reality. Stop seeing them as a threat. You've got to take that threat away. That's not going to make any difference saying they're disgusted by him because your core deep issue there is he doesn't want me. He'll want them. No. Oh, there's younger girls than me and prettier girls than me. Oh, I'll just make them disgusted by him. No, you've got to think, I'm the prettiest. I'm the chosen. I'm the one. He doesn't want anyone but me. He thinks they're thirsty and desperate and slutty and he's disgusted by them. It's me he wants because he sees my value and my worth and he knows it's me and only me he chooses. Those things. That's a whole lot of I'm not chosen. You've really got to go and do that sleep tape stat. I have a hard time allowing people to love me. No shit. I always come up with reasons why they shouldn't, even though I'm an amazing human being and anyone would be the luckiest to have me. How do I change that? I used to do that, darling. I'm saying no shit because that was me. Okay, so I used to, when they come towards me with love, I think, what the fuck is wrong with you? They give me flowers or something. I think, oh, this is a bit much. Or call me every day. I think, what's with this guy? And I should have just been like, isn't that lovely? He's calling me every day. Isn't that lovely? I got flowers on our 2-month anniversary. Isn't that lovely? I deserve that. Yes, that's how this works. That's how guys are to me. They've always loved me. I've always been loved and wanted. That's a feeling of, I don't deserve this love. There's something wrong with me. I'm not enough. Or when you find out who I really am, you won't want me. It's like a fear of being found out, not enough. There's the I'm not enough. Or there's, I don't deserve this love. I never get love because when I was a kid, I didn't get enough love. And so I can't even believe this is real. Or it was, I was abused as a kid, or there was mistrust in my household, so I can't even trust this love from you because I feel like you're going to take it away. Or I'm so fearful that you're going to leave anyway. There's no point me loving you because any minute you're going to fucking leave, so I'm just going to cut my heart off because I got abandoned. One of the four. Right? Work it out and affirm against that shit. My SP said he was coming to see me, and I'm taking these last few days as just a time delay. Well, wonderful, Heather, do that. It's just a time delay. He fell down a well on the way there. Hi, Lois. Advice, please. I'm being pushed to the MIL to come see SP. MIL. I'm not keen, and I feel it takes me out of my queen power. He may think I'm chasing him. What's the MIL? Guys, I am 44 years old. I don't know what the fuck these abbreviations mean. We didn't abbreviate things in the 90s. Speak English. What do you mean? I'm not keen. It makes me feel like I'm out of the queen. Well, whatever that is. Just imagine you don't have to pursue. You don't have to do it. He comes towards you. He's constantly pursuing you. He's the one who's super keen. He's super keen. He's so super keen you think there's something wrong with him all of a sudden. He's got all desperate and needy and obsessed. Say that. I am the third party. I didn't know he had a girlfriend because he lied to me about it. Please help me with affirmations to make him choose me. Okay. So, darling, that used to happen to me. I used to end up with guys. I'd go out with them and then I'd find out they had a girlfriend. And either someone would tell me or he'd one day say, oh, let's go somewhere else. And I'd be like, go somewhere else. And we're sitting in a restaurant, then I'd be like, you got a girlfriend? They'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, oh, fuck. End of date, right? That was because, honestly, this is how powerful your subconscious is, guys. I'm not joking. It'll just like, who in the room here won't choose me? Who in the room here is unavailable? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, married guy. Oh, guy with girlfriend. It'll choose them in a room. And they'll come towards you. They'll woo you. You think, oh, great, la, la, la. And your brain has literally found the person that suits you the most, the one who won't choose you because you don't feel chosen enough. It's really freaky. It used to happen to me all the fucking time. It's driving me nuts. Right? Stop that. It's a real I'm not chosen thing you've got going on there. And go and do the banished third party sleep tape. Do both of them alternate nights, darling. I am chosen and banished third party because they're both about being chosen. Hi, Loz. When it comes to rewriting the old story and getting the new in its place, is it a case of keep reminding myself of new story? Yes. When mine tries to go to old, yes. No matter until no longer goes to old. Yes, that's exactly it, Tanya. because I've heard some say they know there was an old story, so I wondered if they have to completely forget the old story or if it's a case of just getting to the point the new story feels more like the real one. It's the new story feels more like the real one. I mean, if you fully can revise it, sometimes you'll completely forget it, but it's more concentrating on the news story, and you're so ensconced, just so saturated is the word, in the news story that you just become like that now. It's like you fake tanned yourself and fake tanned yourself and fake tanned your lily white skin for so long that now you just tanned. You look like Khloe Kardashian now, and then you look down at your hand and it's still white. Oh shit, I got to fake tan my hand, but I'm saturated in this new me. Look at me, all tanned. Right? I want you to saturate yourself in the new story absolutely as much as you can. Read it at night. Think it. Whenever you have a thought that's the opposite, no, think the new thought, new thought, new thought, new thought. Be on top of it during the day. Hi, Marie. 4 a.m. here. Oh, darling, go to bed. I have another one at 9 p.m. EST, you know. How does one have good self-concept after working hard and get the same story, feeling angry inside and know I'll probably react in 3D? Marie, look, darling, you and I are so similar. I'm not joking. Sometimes when you say things, it's like it's me talking, okay? I want you to understand this is a process, and I want you not to beat yourself up and not be expecting miracles in the 3D just yet. And I also really want you to take that fucker off a pedestal, because you've got that SP on such a pedestal and it's like his dick's made of gold. And I really want you to understand that maybe he's not the greatest person in the world, that maybe there's other guys out there that might be good for you. And when your self-concept gets better, trust me, you'll start to recognize that and you'll take that fucker down. And then he'll come back anyway. But sometimes when you feel so unloved and so not chosen, you'll just glorify them and glorify them and glorify them and then beat yourself up they're not back yet, because it's because you're glorifying them. I want you to stop that. Go on Tinder and date some other guys, please, and start really working on self-concept. Start noticing there's other guys giving you attention, please. I know doing things like that in 3D is a 3D thing, but sometimes it does help when other guys are giving you attention and you're taking your focus off your off the 3D, okay? Hey, Loz, any suggestions of good meaning can you give? Because my SP hasn't messaged me and I don't know what happened. I just affirmed against my ugly assumption. He fell down. Oh, well. I'm not joking, guys. Whatever you can make up that helps you, make it up. Anything. He's thinking of a wonderful message to say. He's been rewriting it in his notes for hours. He doesn't want to fuck it up. He's trying to figure out the spelling. Did you see the video someone put in the Facebook group the other day? It was like, when I've been left on red for 4 minutes and my girlfriend's freaking out, this is what I'm doing. How do I write gorgeous? And he's sitting there trying to spell. And that's why he sat there for 4 minutes. And meanwhile, the girl's having a freak out and he's just trying to figure out how to spell. Give it those kind of meanings, guys. And if you're not in the Facebook group, guys, come and join us. The link's in the bio here in the description, but sometimes it doesn't link. So just look up Subconscious Loz on Facebook. And I'll have a paid group soon too, where I'm going to be doing all the coaching calls, so you'll actually be able to watch them back. So make sure you come and join so you know about that, because it will be really helpful to watch the coaching calls back when I finally do the coaching. Because it'll be like one-on-one coaching. Oh, hang on, what's this? Hi, Loz. I have been dedicated to my positive thinking and taking responsibility for my manifestations. I would like some direction on how to identify limiting beliefs and triggers. Okay. Well, what's the problem? Tell me what the situation is, darling. What's the problem? It could be one of 4 things, okay? These are the 4 fears you guys will have. This is what my self-concept course is about. So you've got to think, in relationship, how do I respond to things? What am I responding to all the time and reacting to? How do my relationships end? If it's about a relationship, write it all down and you'll see a pattern. You'll be like, why am I doing that? Why am I always pushing the guy away? Well, is it because I don't feel good enough? Oh, maybe I'm not good enough fear. If it's I always think they're going to leave, maybe I've got an abandonment fear. If I can never trust them and they always cheat, it's because I've got I can't trust you fear because I was probably abused. Or if it's I feel like you're never going to love me and I don't ever believe your love, or I feel like you're never going to give me the love I need and I'm always clinging to you, then it's I got neglected and wasn't given enough emotional support and love as a child. It's one of those 4 things. So work out which it is and how your relationships have always gone, and then you'll know which of those 4 fears you've got, which you need to work on with your self-concept. I'm more than enough. I know I can trust people now. I know people are never going to hurt me. I always get the love I need, things like that. Hi, Loz. Cried happy tears today because I had a call back for a junior lawyer position at a government department. Oh, incredible. Before you doing I Am Chosen, I would get so many rejections despite being a top candidate. Oh, wonderful, darling. That job's in the bag. You imagine you've just got it already, darling. Oh, hooray. Congratulations. You're the chosen one. You got that job. Can I just affirm that she knows she messed up and wants to come back? Yes, darling, can affirm she wants to come back and she messed up, but also work on your self-concept fears that caused the breakup in the first place. And forgive her for whatever she did, please. And forgive yourself for causing it, because you're causing whatever she messed up. You messed up. Original thinking, guys, not theirs. Had a few good weeks high self-concept, no doubts when it comes to SP. I burnt the old story, but since 4 days, the old story pops up. Could it be my old self-concept purging as I immediately affirm against it? It's wonderful. Look, if you're immediately affirming against it, that's wonderful. Good. Sometimes it will come up. Sometimes the old thoughts will purge out. Affirm against that shit. That's really great. Focus on that new story. Realize most of my visualizations around doing the deed with my SP because we have the best. However, think this has led to us being mainly a physical relo on my way to change this. Okay, good, John. Look, that's most of the visualizations you have. Turn it into cuddling. Turn it into just lying watching a kung fu movie and he's got his arms around you, or he's brought you flowers, or you're just holding hands watching Netflix, or you're walking down the street holding hands, or you're sitting having a picnic and he's fallen asleep on your lap. Lovely romantic scenes like that done. Hi, Loz. Do we have to live in the end, or is it okay to manifest he will contact me? Is that enough? Well, Jane, otherwise, if you do that, you'll just get the contact. When people say go to the end, guys, it's what you actually want. So if all you want is contact but no boyfriend-girlfriend situation, well, sure, manifest for that. But don't you want the end? I'm working on my subconcept regarding his poly-ask, but I don't know how to feel about the lonely nights every other day. I love him, and I came second to his previous marriage. We are really in love. No. Throwback, you don't get this. I'm working on my self-concept regarding his polyamorous ask, right? So if he's polyamorous, he's the one who's fucking other girls. That's about you. It's not about him. You're not doing self-concept to change him. You're doing self-concept so you feel chosen by him. So you feel chosen generally in life, that you feel good enough, that you don't have to lie there lonely, that you are always chosen by him. You're kind of getting this screwy. It's nothing to do with him. You've chosen a person like that because you deep down don't feel chosen. You've literally chosen a person in a room who's going to fuck other people because deep down you don't feel good enough. So what I asked you was, why are you feeling like that? And I said, were you abused as a child? That sounds like that's what's happened there. You don't have to tell us in the live if you don't want, but something happened to you as a kid that makes you feel like you're never going to get love, and you just take whatever crumbs you can be given, because when you're a kid you weren't given much love, or you're abused, or everyone left and you're abandoned, or you feel not good enough. It's one of the four. Work it out. I just want to wipe the third party. Well, imagine that they're gone, darling, but that's not going to make any difference to him coming back to you. He'll just find another one because you don't feel chosen. Guys, some of you are really not getting this. If you don't essentially feel chosen and there's a third party, or they're polyamorous and there's 5 other girls, you could machine gun all 5 girls down. He'll still find 5 other girls because you don't feel chosen. Are you guys getting this? It's not about the 5 girls. It's not about the third party. It's not about the long distance. It's not about their family. It's not about the religion. It's about you feeling that this obstacle is going to stop us being together. We're so in love. Yes, but why did you choose a person who's got 5 other girls? Oh, because I don't feel good enough. Okay, we'll fix that. When you feel good enough, he'll choose you. Got it? How long should I listen to the get rid of the third-party affirmation? All night. You leave it running while you sleep on a low volume, or play it during the day while you're doing stuff. Hey, Loz, wish I saw you years earlier. Is it possible that our manifestation come without any birds for land? Oh, my God, I hardly ever get birds for land. Hardly ever. Some people don't get it. Sasha was saying the other night, the other manifestation coach, she doesn't either. It's not necessary, guys. Oh, yes, it's still in no contact. Okay, good. Yes, due date is the 2nd of the 2nd, 22. Oh, is that what a wonderful date to have? Oh, that's great, darling, but still no contact with the father, my SP. Okay, so imagine he's going to be there on the birth, that you hand him the baby. Imagine the scene of you handing him the baby and him being so chuffed and holding your baby. Imagine that scene over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's what you want. German chocolate, hello. Imagine if someone assumes their SP fell down a well and their SP actually falls down a well. I am waiting for the day when someone comes on this live or a live and says their SP fell down a well, because I've said it so many times. What if I think I know limiting beliefs, but his family doesn't like me anymore? What if I think I know the limiting beliefs, that his family doesn't like me anymore, even though his mum called me her daughter? I affirm that they love and want us back together. Any further tips? So you've got to get rid of the assumption that anyone in the family doesn't like you. They love us together. I'm their favourite person. I am their daughter-in-law. They think we're the greatest couple. Anyone in the family, see them all as loving you and together. Is that what the question is? Some of you use law of assumption as a quick fix, but it's not magic. It takes as long as it takes. Just work on yourself and don't look at the 3D, and that means time too. Exactly, darling. Look, guys, if you're looking out here all the time, where is it, where is it, where is it, where is it? You're not trusting yourself. You're not living in the end up here. This is the only reality. This is a reflection of it. You're looking out here, you're looking at a ghost and an echo and a mirror. Would you yell at the mirror? Would you go and stick the lipstick on your mirror or yourself? Hi, Loz, finally catching alive. I watched your old story from a few days ago, and oh my God, I felt like you were talking to me. Any tips for getting my SP to have more time? He blocks himself, saying he always has his time poor, and it's annoying. I'm still working on my old story because it makes me feel like I'm not good enough to be a priority. Okay, so go and do my banish the third party sleep tape. It's not really about third parties, it's about feeling the priority and feeling like the chosen ones. Go and do that every night for 21 nights, because that's got I am the priority. I am the chosen one. I am chosen above all others. All others means his job, time with his work. Okay, so if you don't feel chosen enough, they'll literally not prioritize you, and it'll either be their work, their friends, the baby mama, their kids. It could be a whole lot of things that don't allow you to not be the priority because you don't feel a priority in life. Okay, go and do that one, darling. P.S. Don't forget your PO box. Oh yes, I've got to put that on the description, don't I, guys? Sorry. Yes. Some guy owed me money for a car, but forgot because he got dementia. I never got it back. That's okay. I cared for him. Oh, no, Jane. Just imagine that someone in the family finds out and they give you the money, that you get money from it somehow. Isn't it wonderful that I got that money for the car? Isn't it wonderful that the family figured that out? Isn't it wonderful that I got the money? I got the money for that car. The family was so kind. It's amazing that I got money for that car. I'm so pleased I got the money for that car. Imagine you did. Imagine ringing a friend and telling them all about it. That just ended up in your bank account. These affirmations make you feel good, but they don't fix it. I do the queen affirmations to put me back on the pedestal, but also core ones. Yeah, Hallie. Look, you can say I'm a queen, but they won't fix the core stuff. Yeah, exactly. Is she a redhead? What are we talking about, Raina? Ding, ding, ding. That's my story too. I can't remember her name. What is your age about a coach? Affirming my SP and start to feel so warm that he loves me so much and caring. Oh, I love that, darling. Loz, is it okay to affirm my SP and third-party fight all the time and can't stand each other? Well, I would rather you didn't, darling, because that's focusing on the bitch and keeping you in your reality. I'd rather you just saw you and your SP together. If you keep thinking about them, guys, and having visualizations of them in your mind, you don't think that's keeping her around? You can do that if you really want to. Can't get over old story. Whenever I go out something, remember about her, how to stop old story. Okay, so if you've got constant reminders of her, darling, you're not focusing on yourself enough. A lot of you, when you get obsessional about your SP and you constantly got old story about them, it's because you're really focusing all your energy and you're seeing them as like the pinnacle of happiness. And if they were back, I'd be happy. If they were back, I'd be content. If they were back, you've got to start doing that for yourself. And I know that sounds wanky, but that's kind of what you need to do, okay, if that's what you're talking about. I was abused as a child. I saw my dad cheat on my mother and abuse my mother. What can I affirm to get rid of this? Oh, okay, Jim. So you can say, I can trust the people I love with my heart. I know now they're never going to hurt me. The people I love me. I know they love me. I trust that they love me. I know now no one's ever going to hurt me. What you can do, you can write a letter to each of the people that harmed you or hurt you or upset you, like your mum, your dad, the abuser, anyone, and write everything out that you remember, anything that wronged you, anything that upset you, and imagine they're sitting in a chair across from you and read it out to them. Okay, and then go take that letter and burn it. And then I want you to write now who you're going to be. Either you revise the whole thing and imagine it never happened, or you write down the new you. That happened to me, okay, but now I'm the new me and I'm not going to let that affect me anymore. Now I believe this about me and this about me. Okay? Hello, dear Loz. Oh, Jobez. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I haven't heard that in a long time. I'm from Ireland. We say that back home. Oh, dear darling. Hello, friends. You listed the only people I watch. Oh, good. I want to do sleep tapes and sats at night, but I end up sleeping after sats. How do I fix this? I do that too. I keep accidentally falling asleep and not putting the sleep tape on because I'm doing an imaginal scene. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not listening to the sleep tapes again. Maybe put the sleep tapes on while you're doing the imaginary scene and have it down so low you can barely hear it. Do your imaginal scene, then the sleep tape will just be on because I keep forgetting to turn the sleep tape on. Can I manifest like really good grades without burning myself out? Yes, darling, just say, I have the best grades. I always have good grades. I hardly ever have to study. Hi, Loz. What are some good affirmations for emotional deprivation? I always get the love I need. I've always been loved and wanted. I've always been given affection. I'm showered with affection and attention. People always spend so much time with me. They always want me around. They always spend time with me. Good morning, USA. You're my treadmill buddy. Oh, you're up really early. Oh my God, my old SP lied about having a girlfriend too. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, that's just not being chosen, not feeling chosen, Helly. Question about living. Oh shit, that just jumped. Where is that? God damn it. Oh, sorry, guys, I cannot find this. Okay. Question about living in the end. I'm calm and relaxed knowing it is done. I know my SP is already with me. I just live in my life not thinking much about it. Is that living in the end? That's wonderful, Lena. That's perfect. Keep going. Ma'am, one, no contact, but I really want text from her, but unfortunately, old story there. Okay, well, then you've got an old story. She doesn't want you. She's not going to text you. She's not coming back. She's not with you. So you've got to imagine her and you together and work out what self-concept issues you had during the relationship that caused her to go away. What insecure, fearful thoughts do you have and fix those? As self-concept affirmation about yourself, darling. You're focusing on too much on her and not enough on you and changing you, Arthur. I've been affirming. I've always been gorgeous. Today I saw an old picture that I used to think I looked terrible in. I don't know if the picture actually changed on my self-concept, but I was literally shocked. I looked amazing. I realized how pretty I was. I was literally insane. I've finally been seeing 3D movement on my manifestations. Oh, wonderful, guys. You changed it back to the future style. You changed the photo. That's great. Lost my living in the end scene. Can I just hear SB saying, I love you, because I find it hard to visualize. Absolutely, guys. You can use hearing. Babe, I don't know what I was thinking. I missed you so much. I craved you. I love you. Just hear their voice. Have inner conversations with them, darling. Imagine a conversation with him and hearing him back if you're here doing hearing. Absolutely. Imagine a phone call where he says, I love you. Hi, Loz. You are slowly changing my life. Thanks. Oh, Antonio. Wonderful. Great. Thank you for your answer. It's true that I never felt special in my whole life. And I always thought others were better. Okay, Joey. I have no idea where these ideas came from. It's time to feel finally special. To finally feel special. Darling, I am special. I am so unique. There's no guy in the whole world like me. When God made me, he broke the mold. I am one of a kind. I am one in a million. When people meet me, they need to be around me. They love me too much. They crave me. They need to hear my voice and be in my presence. They think I'm the greatest. Things like that, darling. Go Moonchild, you got it wonderful. All right, I had that nagging SP third-party thought, and after we broke up, he said 2 people owned his heart, but I'm persisting with my SP and made a new story that's me and his mother. Great. 2 people owned his heart are him, you, and the mother of the kid. Great. Fantastic. Or him and his mum. Oh, you mean you and his mum. Great. They're the 2 women. That's it. And then he would come to you one day and say, you know, the only women who have my heart are you and my mum. Imagine that. Imagine that conversation. How should I react in 3D if SP wants to include third-party in our activities or don't? Should I tell him I'm not comfortable with that whilst I keep building my self-concept and SP affirmations? I would remove yourself from doing the activity for a while, darling. Just make an excuse why you don't want to go. You don't have to necessarily tell them it's because they're third party. Just be like, oh, I don't think I have time today or something. And eventually they might work it out. And just imagine he never brings a third party along anymore. It's just you and him, you and him, you and him, you and him, you and him. Right? You don't have to say it in 3D, because then what you're saying in 3D, you're verifying out loud that third party is a problem. I don't like them. You have a third party you like more than me, and you're literally verbalizing it. I wouldn't do that necessarily. You can express your feelings about it and say, I feel uncomfortable with them here. Just I prefer it when it's you and me. You can say that just expressing a feeling, but not about because I like you and I feel threatened by them kind of feeling. You know what I mean? That makes sense. You don't react, that's what you do. Why react? Exactly. I know he loves me. Everything he says sounds like a lie to me. Well, you've got some trust issues, darling. And I doubt everything he says, also the good things. What can I do? If you're doubting everything they're saying, you're either so in the toilet with your self-concept, you feel so not good enough, you can't possibly imagine anyone loves you because you feel like a piece of shit, or you literally had trust issues growing up as a child because someone abused you, betrayed your trust, other people around you were betraying each other like cheaters, like parents cheating or something. Something's going on there, darling, when you're not trusting him. It's literally got nothing to do with him. And you should be able to believe everything they say, especially the loving stuff. But if you weren't given enough love, you won't believe that someone would love you. So say, I'm so lovable. I believe everything he says now. Of course he loves me. Of course he wants to be with me. I don't question it anymore. I don't question it anymore. Mother-in-law. Okay, great. I affirm he knows that I'm the one for him and one of a kind. Nobody compares to me. In comparison to me, all other women are boring, annoying, and can't compare to me. And he knows it. He even told me. Wonderful, Lena. I love that. That's great. Sorry, guys. Like I'm about to sneeze. Oh. I may have to coexist with him, so I might be annoyed. Well, don't do that, darling. Then don't do, yeah, maybe saying I'm not comfortable. Is Celeste Barber? What are we saying? Is Celeste Barber? I met a guy who I might like, but I don't know him well enough. Is it worth manifesting dating someone? Yes, I have, darling. I love you so much. I was, oh, thank you, darling. Thanks, Serena. Look, darling, just imagine you and them together and how it come about. I've done it before. It doesn't matter that you don't know them or they don't know you. Hi, Nat. Hi, Loz. Speakers told me he likes me, wants me to be around me, but feels like he has failed his kids by leaving his ex and not ready for a relationship. How have I attracted another guy like this? Oh, Nat. Oh. You know how you've attracted another guy like this because you don't feel like the priority or chosen. So now you're not the priority or chosen. You know the answer. Now, I just want you to work on you now. Okay? 100% you. Because when you started really liking this SP2, maybe, just maybe, some insecure thoughts started creeping in that you weren't aware of. That were making you feel unchosen and not the priority. Mm-hmm. Is inner conversations a good mental diet enough? I find affirming sometimes a bit tasking. Do that, darling, if you don't like affirmations. Yes. Yes, that's what you should do. Remember, this is your reality. Don't ever feel bad coming with your SP or telling him you don't want to go. Yeah, don't feel bad about voicing your opinion, guys, but just do it from a place of confidence. Leading from comment, I slept with SP or third party with baby. I created a separation, as I said. Will he think any less of me now? No. Though I know he still wants me. I haven't heard from him in a few days now. No, darling. No, don't worry about that. Just imagine nothing matters. Everything's forgiven and forgotten. Nothing you did matters. Okay? Thank you for answering. Love you. I don't think I feel enough. My SP messages me every day, all day. All lovey, but we are not in a relationship yet. I love it, but I don't want to manifest it away. Okay, so don't have the fear that you're going to manifest it away. I deserve all this love. I love it when he's lovey-dovey with me. I deserve it. Of course he's me. Of course he is, because he loves me and I'm enough. And of course he wants me. Of course I deserve all this love. So there are things like that. I really work on that concept. Hi, Loz. I have created my SP be patchy and give minimal effort for a few months. I feel like my old story of him needs to be destroyed. Well, the old story of you too, darling, that I don't get enough attention. I don't get the love I need. People are flaky. Men are flaky. He's flaky. He's uncommittal. He's non-committal. He's unreliable. Whatever story is of him and the story of you. Spent a few hours with SP1 today. He was feeling sad because he's finding it hard to fight his feelings on that. You've got two guys who really like you. Now you've just got to decide that they both choose you, okay? Then you can decide which one you want. I thought about telling him that I would not feel comfortable meeting or knowing about the other guy, but not sure if it would hinder my manifestation. It's up to you, darling. Don't think it's going to hinder it. Hi, Loz. I've had a little bit of movement. My SP and I went for food and he paid for dinner. He doesn't do that since we're in a relationship in the 3D 2 years ago and offered me his scarf. Oh, wonderful. I'm just a bit bothered because he is working ridiculously long hours at the moment and said he has other commitments. I'm chosen a priority, not really feeling it though. Okay, so just don't worry about that whole thing. My monkey mind is driving me mad with intrusive thoughts and feelings of hopelessness. I'm determined this February for him to take on a proper date for us to be official again despite the 3D. Okay, so Hannah, that's a whole lot of just I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough, I'm not priority thinking, like you said. So you really have to just go hardcore like a bitch on that thinking. Then have visualizations of you on all beautiful dates. Right? Really go hardcore on that because that's where it's coming from. Go and do my sleep tapes every night. Do visualizations before you go to sleep or as you're waking up in the morning. Do my waking up in the morning. Do the visualization one as you're waking up in the morning. Imagine you've just been on a beautiful date and he's lying in bed with you with his arms around you and you woke up with him there every day. Guys, if you're really having trouble visualizing, the easiest thing to visualize with an SP is then lying in the bed next to you. Okay? Just imagine their arms around you. Imagine them snoring. Imagine them just the presence in the bed. Okay? Morning, Loz. I know I have issues previously with abandonment and thought that I worked on these things, but when I met my SP, he said he didn't want a relationship. I pulled away. Okay, Joe. Look, guys, sometimes you think you've gone through all your stuff and you got through it and it will still rear its ugly head again because you haven't fully got rid of it. Okay? Protect myself, but he's also pulled away now. But I want him back to change his idea of being in a relationship, but I don't think I should reach out. Well, don't reach out then, darling, unless it's absolutely feeling from a place of confidence. He said he wasn't dating anyone else but wanted freedom/option after his last relationship. I then had open fun with others at a party with him to show him I was open-minded to that. Yeah, but that's you just trying to do what he wants. But this hurt me more because I gave my body to them to make him happy. And yeah, when I didn't actually want that. Yeah, that's what I just said. Okay. So don't be doing things that you think are going to please him, darling. That's a whole feeling of I'm not enough. I'm not enough for you. You need others, right? That's how girls get themselves in those sister wives relationships or polyamorous or anything, because they just feel like I sexually won't be enough for you. So I'll let you be with other people because me, just me, won't be enough. Me, just me is enough, Jay. All he wants is me. He only fantasizes about me. He can only get hard for me. The only man he wants is me. He loves having his arms wrapped around me. He's madly, deeply, passionately devoted to me. Things like that. Just imagine all he does is have eyes for you and no one else compares to you. And then really, really, really go hardcore on the I am good enough. Really. Okay? And don't do anything more to please him like that. Can you manifest someone who has not had feelings for you before? Please don't yell at me. Telling it doesn't matter if they've not had feelings for you before, okay? It doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. That's just a circumstance. Imagine they have feelings for you now. And then write down the feelings they have and imagine they're telling you that. Imagine they're calling you on the phone telling you what they feel. They're sending you a text with all the feelings that they feel. Your website and Facebook group is available. Have you any courses or workbooks somewhere? No, darling, sorry. The website is coming. The Facebook group, the non-paid Facebook group is there. I think the link in YouTube just sometimes doesn't work. Depends which YouTube, if you're using Chrome or not. If you use Chrome, it works. If you use Safari, sometimes it doesn't work. It's really weird. The link works, but for some reason it doesn't work on YouTube. The Facebook group that's got 7,000 people in it is called Subconscious Laws. Same as my account. Just go and look for it on Facebook. Make sure you answer the questions found on YouTube. Okay, and go and join it. You can ask questions in the forum. There's the Fall in Love with Yourself by Valentine's Day challenge. There's videos in there, and also just it's a very uplifting community where there's lots of success stories and memes and funny things every day. We even got a guy dancing in there every Monday, doing sexy dance videos. Okay. Should you revise horrific mental, physical childhood trauma? Yes, but don't go back to the event. Go back to before the event, not the actual. Don't relive it. I'm talking being starved of food, love, etc. I don't want to fix a relationship, so I need to revise it. Oh, darling, that's awful. Okay. That's really hard. What you need to do, okay, is write a letter to the person who did that to you or the people that did that to you and get all your feelings out. And I want you to imagine them sitting in a chair across from you and you read out how that affected you and how it's affecting you now and all the fucked up things that makes you think, like, I've got to constantly look after myself and be in survival mode and I'm afraid all the time, okay, and I'm afraid no one will give me love. All those things. Get all the feelings out, darling, and write down all the memories. Then I want you to go take that letter and you just go burn it, ceremoniously burn it, and sit there and watch those flames burn. And as you're watching those flames burn, I want you to tell the burning flames that you're not that person anymore, okay? And no one's ever going to harm you like that again. And you're not going to be that person anymore. And you never deserve that. And you deserve all the love in the world. And you're going to get it. And you're going to be the new you. And once those embers have burnt down and they're just sitting there, you will walk up like a phoenix from the ashes and you'll get up out of those ashes and you'll be the new you, okay? The new you that never happens to anymore. No one ever treats you that way anymore, that you deserve love, that you are lovable, that you are so fucking lovable and you get all the love you need and you never have to want for anything anymore. And that past is dead to you, don't. Right? Really. And do a lot of I am loved, I am adored, I'm always being loved and chosen affirmations, okay? Can you manifest someone who has not had feelings? I saw one. I haven't looked. Oh, shit. Where's it gone? Just jumped. It made me cry, Loz. All four happened. Abused and abandoned my mum, as well as abusive caregivers. Oh. Good news is I am doing my self-concept affirmations, and I add to them if I see anything in my 3D. And since I started, he has changed. I have resistance around third party, but I'm working to banish those limits. Okay, a throwback. So this is why you got yourself in the polyamorous thing. So, darling, the problem with that is that you'll think that's your worth, especially caregivers abusing you and your mum. You'll think, well, I guess this is who I am now, and you'll just keep attracting the abuse. It's like you've attracted abuse from this person. Or you think, this is all I am. I'm a vessel to be filled. I'm a person to be fiddled with. I'm a person to have sex with, right? And then it just keeps happening in adulthood until you decide you're not that girl anymore. That you deserve so much better than that. That was inflicted upon you by horrible, horrible people who are so fucked up, okay? And you're not going to be that girl anymore. And you're going to expect love and you're going to get it. Okay. Go and write letters to all those people, please. And then go do the burning thing when I just said it. My phone now is a revision diary every day. Oh, that's great, darling. Hi, Loz. Found your channel 2 days ago. Mainly, I'm affirming 2 different sets of self-concept affirmations every day, but I prefer money affirmations every day for money to come quickly, but I don't know what to do. What is the problem? You want money. Also, if you have multiple desires that you're affirming every day, don't fully feel affirmations all the time, but sometimes how to manifest multiple things every day. So, guys, you don't have to believe it. I love money and money loves me. I am more than enough. I am the chosen one. You won't believe those if you have no money, you've always felt unchosen, etc. You just got to say them and say them with some conviction, some oomph, not like they're just words coming out of your mouth that mean nothing. Say them like they're true. Okay, but focus on a few things. So have maybe 5 things you're affirming for: house, car, money, SP, career. Okay, and maybe have 2 or 3 affirmations for each, but really your self-concept is more than anything important. I am more than enough. I get everything I need. I am a powerful, masterful manifester. I am the guy who has it all. Okay, things like that are your self-concept. I am more than enough. I get everything. I deserve the best. All those kind of ones, and then have the other ones. But the self-concept is the most important. It'll encompass everything. Well, if I met my girl and she was one way, and after that she changed, it's all me and mine to fix. Yep. So if they came in great and then they turned into a see you next Tuesday, you turn them into the see you next Tuesday, unfortunately, with you thinking that they didn't love you anymore or you weren't enough. Simply how it works, unfortunately. Advice for approaching SP after blocking them. Well, unblock them, first of all, and just assume it didn't matter and they didn't even notice. And everything's fine. Go revise that you ever did that, darling. Just don't imagine it's a problem. Hi, Loz. I affirmed, this is the same person. I affirmed daily with my own voice recordings, watch you daily, used all my senses to visualize, but SP still ghosted me. I got triggered working on affirmations against rejection. Okay, so if there's rejection, it's I'm not chosen, I'm not good enough, I get rejected, things don't work out for me, relationships never work out for me, they want others are competition, it's all those thoughts. And you probably block them, push them away because you thought they're going to hurt you. So when you feel like you're going to get rejected, guys, sometimes you'll reject others or block others because you're so afraid they're going to hurt you, you'll reject them first. You've got to stop doing those actions in the 3D. Go and revise ever doing any of that shit, darling, and really work on those rejection things. Go and do my I am chosen sleep tab as well. They're my affirmations, those in there, I am chosen. Because when a negative thought about third party pops in my head, is it right to say no, stop, SP and I happily married? Yes. Or should I be saying some self-concept affirmations when the negative thoughts pop in? You can do either, darling. Self-concept for yourself or also saying no, stop, we're happily married and getting rid of the visualization and the thoughts that you're having. Great. Hey, Loz, I was on a TikTok live earlier and wanted to know what's your favorite thing to do for self-concept? It's been better than ever. I want to do more for me. Oh, wonderful, Sahar. Great. I got a great flow the other night and scripted in detail for this weekend. I then made voice memo as if it's happening. It felt so real. And in the end, my manifestations feel like they're around the corner. Oh, wonderful, Sahar. That's great. So what I do is, okay, I lie in bed in the morning and visualize what I want. That's why my waking up in the morning visualization tape's really good, guys. It's on my YouTube and it's only 4 minutes long and it really makes you step into your power and it gives you a couple of minutes to really visualize. Try and do that every morning. If you don't want to use that, just think of it, okay? Just think of it. And having done the sleep tapes overnight. Or do your own sleep tapes in your own voice. Another thing I do, guys, is I flip my thoughts during the day if I get a bad thought, okay? I also script sometimes, although I haven't been doing that lately, but it is a good idea if you like that. You can script on your phone as well. Another thing I do is just record things in my phone, in my voice memos, and listen to them back. Instead of scripting, I like script a story in my voice memos. I script some affirmations in my voice memos and listen to them back. Okay? So that's kind of what I do. But I haven't been doing as much self-concept as I should. But that's great, darling, you're doing all that. Affirming can't stand anyone's touch. Remind me to say that one time. I did suffer physical abuse and bullying as a kid. After watching you, it became clear to me that my self-concept was people I love don't love me back. There is something wrong with me. I am working on those false self-concept beliefs. Right. People I love always love me back. There is nothing wrong with me. I am fucking perfect. Look, I'll show you what's on my phone. Now, can you see it? It says, it's got all these notifications so you can't see. God damn it. I'm motherfucking perfect, it says. Put reminders everywhere, darling, that you're motherfucking perfect, that you're enough, that people always love you. I get all the love I need. Write it on your mirror, write on with lipstick, put signs everywhere, put it in your phone. I don't care where you put it, guys. Remind yourself every day. Oh. Oh. Someone's just written a beautiful message to me about my mum for her birthday. That's nice. Mum's got Alzheimer's, guys. I put a little photo of us last night at dinner, and she's like looking blank, and my brother and I are there, and I put a picture of my dad, and he's in Indonesia, so he's on the phone. And I think people might have been a bit shocked by the photo because my mum looks terrible. She wasn't even looking anywhere near the camera. She was just like blank. And my brother's fiance took about 20 photos, and every photo she's just like staring off into space. My mum used to be like the smartest person you've ever met in your whole life. You are so intelligent and great. What a wonderful woman you are, Loz. Oh, Alyssa, thank you so much, darling. Thank you. I'm working on those false self-concept beliefs, okay, Antonio. What if you have fears, doubts, your manifestation may work by watching videos I understand that would not matter as long as you think the right thoughts? You mean that they won't work? Yeah, fears and doubts, they won't work. You'll always have fears and doubts that won't work, guys. You've just got to trust me that they will. Okay? So go and do my Step Into Your Power Every Morning sleep tape, darling. The waking up in the morning, waking up with your manifestation, the one with yellow writing. It's in my meditations playlist. Try and do that every morning because that'll really give you a lot of manifestation power every morning, really power you up. You think, yeah, fuck, I can do this. God damn it, I'm fucking perfect. I've got what I want, right? So round 8 now in a year, I can do it again, right? The machine at work at the gym is called Concept 2. What are you talking about, Cherry? I don't understand that. Thanks for showing us your phone. Those are my self-concept affirmations now. Everyone I love loves me back. I'm perfect how I am. Everybody falls in love with me. That's great, darling. That's wonderful. Sorry, I can't get the actual screen thing. Anika, is the celeb with the gym hubby you were talking about the earlier Celeste Barber? No, not Celeste Barber, although she's got a hot boyfriend as well. Actually, some of my friends know her. One of my very good friends who's no longer with us, he used to encourage her and say, you could be famous, you're so funny, you're better than this. She was just like an extra on the TV show he was on, and he really encouraged her. And when he died, she said, oh, because of him, I did this job. No, it's not Celeste Barber I'm talking about. It's another girl. Her name's, oh, you guys will know her. She's all over TikTok. She's huge, like hugely popular, and a big girl, but she's hugely popular. Just commanding at SP's photo and telling them what to do effective. Oh, yeah, you can scream at photo. Ring me, motherfucker. God damn it, you love me so much. You are fucking obsessed with me. Yeah, do that, guys. Do your get rid of the third party every night? I will try the other meditation as well. Yeah, do the I'm chosen as well, darling. Any more questions, guys? Because I've got to go soon. I've been here for an hour and 17 minutes. Thank you, Loz. Oh, you're changing lives a bit. Oh, thank you, SN. Thank you so much, Loz. Can't wait to come back and give you an update on my progress. Wonderful day. I feel so indifferent to SP. Does that mean anything? It's good, darling. Indifference is exactly what Neville wants you to feel. He used to say the feeling of indifference is the key. Oh, it's done. I planted the seed and it's coming any day now. I don't even know if I want that fucker anymore. Sometimes that's a good feeling. That's what people say when you forget about them, when you meet someone else, when you've forgotten about them, they come back. It's not that. It's the indifference and the stopping the fearful thinking. Okay? In separation from ISP, and we have 2 young kids together, they've been getting really upset and not wanting to sleep over at his place. Not sure if I take action in 3D to affirm, assume this changes. You affirm and assume it changes, Shika. You don't worry about the 3D. You forget about that bitch. You caused the breakup with your thinking. Change whatever thinking you had during the relationship that caused you to separate. Like, he doesn't love me anymore. My body's not the same. He's not sexually attracted to me. He's looking at other women. His job's a priority. Why doesn't he romance me like he used to? Whatever the thoughts you were having, change that. And imagine we love out of the family. He loves out of the family and he loves his life with me. He can't be without us. He needs to sleep over every night with us because he feels alone. He feels so alone without us. All those things like that, darling. And imagine yourselves back together. What's this? Because I wasn't allowed to talk as a child, I was forced to stay on my own. I find some things, I try and say my affirmations out loud, but nothing comes out. Oh, don't say them out loud then, darling. Just say them in your head. Oh, darling. Darling, look, honestly, whatever happened to you, you go write that all down. You go burn it, darling, and you just step into tomorrow. After you've done it, I want you to wake up in the next morning and just imagine you're the new you. None of that matters. None of that happened. Or it did happen, but you're not going to let it kill you. You're not going to let it break you. Guys, don't let other people's shit that they've piled on you because they were abused as a kid or they were all fucked up fuck you up. It's not fair. It's going to ruin your whole fucking life. Okay, that happened to me. It was so fucking unfair. God, it was unfair. No kid deserves that. But I'm not going to let that ruin my fucking life. I'm the new me. And the new me gets everything they want. And the new me is so fucking lovable. Right? Alicia McCarville. That's her name. Alicia McCarville on TikTok. That's the one I'm talking about. That's her. That's the one. Thank you, darling. I knew it started with an A. I couldn't think of an A. The minute I think I'm confused about my girl, she goes to me. I've noticed. I need to always create, not only when we're apart, stick back my affirmation stuff. I relax when she's back. Yep. Guys, if you start having freaky thoughts like, oh, they've forgotten about me or they're going to ghost me, they will. Another quick question, Loz. When affirming for my SP, do I write their name or just my SP? No, you say their name. You imagine their name. You say their name in your head. Okay, I'll write it down. Don't just say SP, guys. Your brain has no fucking idea what it means. All right, guys, I got to go. Thank you for all your share. You're welcome, guys. You're amazing. And thanks for being raw and real with us. Oh, Cherry, thank you, guys. All right, guys, I'm really going to go because I've been here forever and I'm going to take my dog for a walk and I've got to ring my accountant back. It's going to be what we're going to call this live. We're going to call it childhood trauma because we talked about that a lot. What else did we talk about? And third party, third parties. Okay, well, I'll call it childhood trauma and third parties, and I'll put the red thumbnail. Why am I losing my words? Red thumbnail with white writing, and it will say that. And you can watch it straight back, guys. Okay, and I'll be live tomorrow. I have a sexy question. If you experience an O while thinking of your SP, do they feel that? Well, decide they do, darling. Send those thoughts out. Imagine as you're thinking of them, they're thinking of you, and you're sending those sexy thoughts out. And every time you're masturbating about them, they're doing the same thing about you. Okay, try it. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be live 9 p.m. EST Tuesday, UK time, American time, which is Australian time, Wednesday morning. All right, guys, I'll see you later. See you guys. Bye. Oh, you want to go for a walk? You want to go? Okay. All right. Okay, yes.